Right then, lads, welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy, and I'm joined by the very, very, I think, I don't know, I don't know, but this one is another episode, a special episode of the African Rivalry podcast. Arsenal take on Manchester United tomorrow at exactly 2:30 p.m. early kickoff. We are going to be running through the combined 11 between those two clubs, Arsenal, United. I don't know how many Arsenal players, I don't know how many United players would get into our side. Like maybe one or two. I'll take Cristiano. I think Cristiano alone.
One
Maybe
or two. That's out.
we're going to be diving
One
into
or
that.
two. One or two. We are really going to go deep into that and see.
Yeah, but look, personally, I'm telling you, lads. I mean, join us in the comment section below. How many United players, honestly, would get into this Arsenal side right now? We're gonna be. I think we should go by performance, Rokani.
Yes, we are going by performance and the players that are viable, not those that are not viable. We are talking about players that are viable that are supposed to play tomorrow. Because if at all you are to go by even those that are not viable, that means we'll be going by the ceiling of a player or the abilities. But let's go on the performance for the previous 6 or 7 games. Then we also put in concern those that are viable, because there are those that are injured that would easily come in, but they cannot play right now. But there are those that are not that are viable, but they cannot also fit in a certain team in there. So I think that should be the criteria of us.
Right. So the procedure, lads, is we're gonna be doing a combined 11. See how many United players get in the Arsenal side, because Arsenal is the better club at the moment. Strongly saying that. And the criteria
is the better club at the moment, guys.
We are the massively better club at the moment. Massively better.
Massively better. If I told you are massively better, you would have been 10 points clear from Manchester United. But you are just 3 points ahead of Manchester United, and you're saying that you are far much better than it. You are not far much better than it. And if I told it's your yardstick on Manchester United, yet for me, I really believe that we are so much going down. And Arsenal is using that to throw all sorts of hails and throw.
But we are rising now.
Manchester United.
You're going down. We are rising. We are rising.
Let me tell you, your rise, that upthrust you're talking about, it's not, how can I term it? It does not have a rhythm. You get? The only upthrust that holds water is one that has a rhythm. But your upthrust does not have a rhythm. That's why you can go on a run of 3 games, 5 games unbeaten. Then you get smacked in the next 3 games. That's not an upthrust. So your upthrust, if your thermometer,
we've had a run this season. We've had a run this season. 10 games, 12 games unbeaten. You've not had that this season. I think the longest one you've gone could be around 3 or 4 games. But this Arsenal, we've gone. I think how many clean sheets do you have? Around 7 in the whole league, 7 in the whole campaign.
Let's go. You know what is going to end this argument is one.
Yeah.
Go to the league table.
Right.
The league table indicates that Arsenal has 57 points.
And you have 54.
United has 54. Now,
yes.
Does that really shows the word or brings out the meaning of the word that you're saying that you guys are far much better? Say you are better than us. I'll admit that Arsenal is better than us, but not far much better.
Far better. We are far better.
You are better.
You know, when
you are better than Manchester
United.
That
are better than you. You know, clubs that are better than you. West Ham is just better than you. Aston Villa is just better. You know, those are clubs that.
That was why I now know why. I now know why you are saying that Arsenal is far much better. Yet all those clubs that you're talking about, we are almost in the same cocoon. But that's why, because no Arsenal fan would like to hear that Arsenal is better. He has to put on that word far to
not really. No, look, not really. I would gladly admit that we are not better than Chelsea. I gladly admit that we're not better than Liverpool and City. And I think we are not miles away from Spurs, right? We are not miles away. But for you, we are miles away. You know,
You
you're
are
a
miles away
club,
from Manchester United.
you're a
What
club,
shows that you're miles away?
you're a club whose managers just said that you're about to replace 10 players of your squad. 10 players. We are miles away. Because
Let me
for
ask
us, we are
you.
around 5 players away from perfection. You are 10 players away. Can you imagine? And those are 3 transfer windows.
That means you are diverting away from the original point. The original point is, are you considering the results of the season or the rebuild that these two clubs are having?
Definitely, of course. What brings about the results? It is the players,
But
right?
the results does not indicate so. You get? Unless you say that, according to how United reinforced its team in the summer, we would have done better. If at all that's the yardstick. You get? I
And
can
and
believe
and
you.
and,
According to the
and
players that
also
we have,
and
the
also
signings we made.
and also there is this factor that we had a very, very slow start to the season where we were literally at the bottom, and your start was not that good, but again you were not that poor. You are always between fifth and eighth, and the fact that we found you there, gone past you, and we are now 3 points clear with a game in hand. We should be 6 points clear with a game because we still have a game in hand against United. We are massively clear of you this season. You've got to agree
Osmans,
to that.
Osmans, if at all we do this video like a week from now,
Yeah,
when Arsenal is level with games with Manchester United,
yeah,
and Arsenal is ahead of United with 9 points,
yeah.
your argument will be valid. If Arsenal beats us tomorrow, they go ahead and they win their next game because United is playing Chelsea. Then, if we come back here and you present, I will table that argument that Manchester United has fallen and Arsenal is far much better than it with a difference of 9 points, I'll 100% agree. But before even us going to that game and knowing the results, you cannot say that Arsenal is far much better than Manchester United. What if we beat you tomorrow
But
and we are
listen,
level? What if we
listen.
beat you?
Look, the points we've collected in the past 10 games, in the past 15 games, right? How many points sincerely have you collected in your last 10 to 15 games? How many points have you collected? And that's why I'm saying we are miles away
No,
from Manchester
because
United.
Cosmas,
Just just ask around anyone, they'll tell you I think Arsenal is really far away from us. And
do this,
look,
do this, Cosmas, do this, Cossy. Add this statement, what you are saying, and tell me the justification. The end justifies the means. Add it to the statement you've just said and get me a justification.
no, I don't think in this case the end justifies the means, because look, if you beat us tomorrow, it doesn't mean that you're having a great season than us, or you're better than us.
What will the stats say?
That would what you see. Let me give you. We are not better than Chelsea, but we beat them 4-2 at the Stamford Bridge. But that doesn't make us come any close. Actually, I think we are an Arsenal side that beat Chelsea without any right to do so at the Stamford Bridge, based on quality. But you, United, you will never accept that. I think this Arsenal side is better than us this season. And for us, we've always, come into that, debate, and we at times we've agreed that maybe some 5 years ago, maybe not even 5, maybe some 10 years ago.
You've just made a statement saying that you've used the correct word, saying better. This season, if you say Arsenal is better than Manchester United, I'll admit. But when you put there the word far much better, those two words, far and much,
extremely better.
not really. Then even the Queen might imprison you and get hold of your neck because you are using his word, you are using her words.
Actually, when you mention the Queen, Saka must be named Sir Bukayo Saka, because literally at that age to do that, with that consistency, Sir Smith Rowe and Sir Bukayo Saka, Sir Aaron Ramsdale, many of our players in there just need to be named, just get the title.
Why wasn't Rashford named a Sir? Because for him, He really did things at the age of 16, 17 that Bukayo Saka never did at Manchester United.
He was unlucky and was playing for a shit Manchester United side.
It was not
Now
a
this,
Manchester United side.
you know,
Even Arsenal right
do
now.
you know why Saka and Smith Rowe deserve to be named Sir with Aaron
Why?
Ramsdale and Ben White?
Why?
These boys have rebuilt, have seen the rebirth of Arsenal. They brought back Arsenal. Because we were literally dying. People had started comparing us to relegation sides. These boys, oh my God, these boys they have overseen the rebuild of Arsenal Football Club.
I'm even wondering because I don't expect Cossy, with the experience he has, to come out and attribute the success of the rebuild to these players without first fronting the manager, because everything Arsenal is right now, it's because of the manager. These players were there when Unai Emery was there, and they didn't really help Arsenal reach where it is right now. I think the first kudos should go to the manager. Then
Definitely.
the players.
I agree
But
with the manager.
That does not make me think that.
I agree with your manager. I agree with your point.
Arsenal is so much better than Manchester United.
I agree with your point.
Arteta
is Spanish. I don't know if in Spain they have a kingdom that it could be named. I don't know. Maybe Sir Mikel Arteta in Spain. In the UK, cannot get the title, can he? He cannot. So I'm picking out the players that can get the titles: Ramsdale, Saka, and Smith Rowe. Right? Those are the players that can get it. And of course, you cannot do a job without the tools.
The best way to describe Arsenal fans is that they're like hot plates. Because on hot plate, the moment you put its plug into the switch, into the socket and switch it on, immediately it has no regulator. It does not regulate its heat.
That is why we are the most.
And you know why most hot plates blow up actually more easily? It's because they heat up easily. They heat up easily, and they got spoiled because they don't regulate their heat.
Football exists because of us. That is the beauty of football. That is the beauty of football. Football is fun because of us. Just imagine if fans had to, if we had to sit down, or we are losing, but we will wait until we have to celebrate every win, and we have to celebrate every moment, and then we have to curse at every time when it goes wrong. That is the beauty of football, and that is why we are the biggest fans. That is why we are the strongest fans in the world. That is why we are the best fans in the world.
That's a blunt lie.
It's not a blunt lie.
It's extremely better than Manchester United.
It's not a blunt lie. This season, look, listen, let me ask you this. Last season we finished 8th.
Than Manchester United.
Last season, would you say you were much better than Arsenal last season?
It was evident. United was evident. Second, Arsenal was 8th.
And this season it is evident. We are extremely better than you. We have a game in hand. We are looking at a game in hand.
I've told you that the end justifies the means, because people that are really going to go back and look at the Premier League table of 2021 2022, we look at it and see that Arsenal got 70 points and United got 68. You get? Those just a slim difference. No one will say that season Arsenal was so much better than Manchester United.
That is where the basic statistics lie. If you go deeper, every negative statistic is attached to United. Losing the ball many times, the worst defense in the world, the worst midfield in the world. I think one thing you have is Cristiano Ronaldo. 15 goals in a season? I think that is the only thing you have over Arsenal. One thing like this. And maybe a good sporting director on the touchline. Nothing more. But let's get to the
No, Cossy.
I want the debate.
I know you have a notebook there. We do have this weekly, I think on Monday, and we're really going to come in more often. Please note it there. Arsenal, not far much better than Manchester United, or far much better than Manchester United. I bet by the end of this season, your statement won't stand.
And I'm saying my statement will stand.
All right, let's proceed. Let's proceed to what you want. Where you want us to go.
And like, you know, we are going to do the combined 11, and you're going to see that we are miles better than you. Right? Let's start off things in goal. 2 goalkeepers. David De Gea has been very, very outstanding. And personally, if it is not for his lack of ability to play with his feet, I would definitely say that our Spain side should actually take him in, but that is his problem. But Ramsdale, De Gea has been so good for United. He's kept you in games. Ramsdale has been a revelation, best goalkeeper in the world right now. There's no question. Listen,
the problem is the Arsenal mentality. Because these things have not been happening to you for a very long time, when they come in and happen, it's like Cosmas, a man who has been vibing and dating ugly girls. That day he really
you cannot make that comparison. You cannot make that comparison to us.